So I guess you have to like jump through hoops to put a picture instead of the webcam. Oh, it's just so complicated. So that's why I don't have a picture or whatever. It's just the webcam with a sticker over it, so I can make funny faces at you, at all you people, and you can't judge me. Yeah, it's just such bullshit. Use free streaming software like OBS, which I have, but it's a pain in the ass figuring that out. So stupid. Why can't I just pick a picture? Whatever. You guys don't care too much, right? It's just like so dumb. Everything's so complicated. You got to get this software, that software, this app, that app. You got to use the mobile app to have a guest join your stream. You have to use the mobile app, and then I'm like, okay, fine, I can do that. I figure that out, but then I couldn't figure out how to like stream from my computer, my PC. And then it gives you instructions, and the instructions don't really work. So very frustrating. So I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. I was supposed to go live with a guest, but I guess that's not going to happen. So I don't know. But feel free to leave a comment in the chat, and we can talk about what you want to talk about. I got lots I can talk about, but there's so many things on my mind. I just don't. There's nothing like in particular right now. But if you guys want to just sit back and watch and not comment and participate, well, that's fine too. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You guys have the floor to decide what you want to chat about. If you have any questions or any comments you want to make that you think would be valuable, or if you just want to lurk and just watch, me say nothing, that's fine too. Because I really have nothing to say right this second, but maybe I will in a little while. I don't know. Thank you to whoever liked the stream. Appreciate it. The likes do help with the YouTube algorithm. I don't really care to tell people to like videos. I don't like telling people to hit the like button, share, and subscribe and all that. So I appreciate when people do like it, because that gives me the best data. Instead of telling people to like stuff, then I don't really know if the like count is accurate or not. Anybody have any predictions on the state of the internet and YouTube with all the AI slop? Isn't it just fabulous how YouTube promotes certain content over other content? And then people keep doing it because it pays. It pays to use whatever, artificial intelligence. It pays to I guess be a female and shake your booty at the camera, right? Those always get a lot of clicks. I don't know if I would want to do that. If I was a female, I don't know. Maybe I would. I don't know. Just do it for the money. It's all about the money. That's why I believe money is the root of all evil. Not the love of money, but money itself is the root of all evil because it is the potential of evil. There wouldn't be a porn industry if there was no money. There certainly wouldn't be all that AI slop if there wasn't money. Because it wouldn't pay. It wouldn't be creative. It wouldn't be using your creative faculties to your potential. But when there's a reward like money, so you can survive and buy things, buy luxury, it gives you that extra push. Yeah, AI. Yeah, you're right. We'll only be allowed to have AI approved information. Isn't that wonderful? Oh man. That's so retarded. Like, oh my gosh, like who are these people? I'll tell you, there, a lot of us, we're definitely not all the same. I mean, some of these people are, as some will say, NPCs, but there's something wrong. I think that there's people who actually just think like computers. They think the way that a machine would think. They don't feel. They don't feel things. They just think. And that's it. I have both. I can think and feel. It's like music. When I listen to music, I like to feel the music, not think about it and judge it and say, ooh, I really think that part was intricate, or that time signature works perfectly there. I don't think about the stuff. I just feel it. There's a lot of nerds out there that do too much thinking, I think. Ha! Well, we got 3 people in here. I appreciate that. It is a Thursday early afternoon. I scheduled several of these. Just testing it out, trying to figure out what I needed to figure out for this stream. So I apologize if people saw got multiple notifications for the same stream. But I was supposed to have somebody join me, but I can't even figure out how to do that on here because they make it so difficult. They tell you have to use the mobile app, which I have. And I could figure that out, but I couldn't figure out how to do that and use my computer to do the stream. I know it seems like it's pretty basic. Maybe if any of you know, that'd be great. It kept saying I had to use OBS or StreamYard. And it's like, I have OBS, but that kind of didn't work when I tried something. I don't know why I would have to use a third party just to have somebody talk, with me here. But I guess that's the way that it is. But yeah, if anybody wants to sort of get the ball rolling and leave a comment, that'd be great. Or I'm not going to do this for very long unless I get the motivation in the next 5 minutes here, which I do. It's getting better. I'm getting more motivated, but I was supposed to stream with someone today, so this is kind of disappointing. Oh, life is amazing, 007. Oh, I don't keep on attacking TSM. What are you talking about? Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah, I mean, I could probably just download StreamYard or install it. After this at some point. Maybe I can go live later on that. That's fine. I didn't know it was gonna be this complicated. I figured I could just kind of Google it, and figure it out like I usually do with things, but it's okay. I'm still here talking to you guys, and that's really what's important. So I mean, if these people are not NPCs, then it's scary, isn't it? Then what are they? I don't know. I don't like to be insulting of people, but man, it's tough. So Zog X1D asks why no face, just curious. I said earlier, I like to make funny faces at you guys, at some people, and I don't want you guys seeing it. I think it's overrated to show your face. I show my face on videos I have. I don't need to show my face on every video. I don't feel like it. I don't want to. I have to worry about the lighting. I have to worry about the background and not being distracting. I mean, I care about those things. I'm not someone who's just going to put the camera on and just have a mess in the background and all that shit. I guess I am too picky or I don't know, petty about certain things. So I'm sorry you don't get to see my beautiful face today, but maybe some other day. Some people, they just love seeing other people's faces. I don't know why. I guess maybe they want to see like, oh, is this guy lying about something? Can I read his body language? Because every truther is a expert of body language, right? We all are experts. Yeah, Zog. Is it? Yeah, Zog with the monkey and the banana there. I don't know. You got a pretty new channel, man. You're a newbie. Woo, 5 people in here. That's incredible. I appreciate it. Let me look at some of these comments that I missed here. I was an NPC up to 2020. Yeah, I mean, I considered myself an NPC for a long time. I started waking up in 2016, but it wasn't complete, or at least to the level of somewhat close to where I am now until 2019, just before the events of 2020, the big hoax. So I was prepared for that, which was great. A lot of people woke up because of the hoax, but I woke up before then. And I was like, this is great. I know kind of how things work a little bit. I understand the world is a stage. And then boom, they hit us with lockdowns and the mask mandates and all that shit. And I'm like, come on, couldn't I have enjoyed for a little longer that Paul McCartney was replaced in 1966 and that the earth is not a globe? Can I just please enjoy that for a little longer? Now you're going to fuck with my life now that I woke up to something finally. Oh, it was so frustrating. But I never wore a mask. The only time that I did wear a bandana one time or twice because I was visiting my grandmother in a nursing home and just to get in the place. And I took it off once I got in the room. But I was not a mask wearer. I went everywhere without a mask. But I will say I only went out when I really had to. I didn't like seeing people in so much fear, masked up, covering their face. I thought it was it's very dystopian, I should say. Dystopian, sorry. Do I think the whole war is fake in Iran? I don't know. There's some people who have showed some stuff that looks like AI. With AI the way that it is these days, you really don't know. And they've probably had the technology. They've probably had really good AI for many years now. So I don't know. I don't know anybody in Iran. It's really hard because there's some footage that looks like it could be real, but it's like they're not bombing me here in the U.S. I'm not seeing them bomb the U.S. So until they bomb the U.S. and I can verify that there's a big fucking thing where people are dying, innocent people and shit, then I'm going to be very skeptical of these wars overseas, like in the Middle East. Like I'm not over there. I don't know. I know that these countries, these leaders, they're all working together. These wars are not these organic things where it's like a fight over natural resources or whatever. It's just all planned ahead of time. It's scripted to screw us, of course. Hey, Frank. Appreciate you being here. And it is really interesting that you are from Germany. So welcome. I am from the United States. So it's really cool to see somebody from Europe in here. I wonder what time it is in Germany. It's probably late at night, I would imagine. What do you think the timeline is before we are in the brave new world? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think timelines are hard to predict. When we're going to be at the end of the world, basically, I don't know, 2100. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be alive for it. I think it's going to be a slow, painful kind of death in this world for me, and it's just going to be painful. But to see the change, because I don't like change for change's sake, and to see a more kind of socialist, communist sort of style government that's coming our way in the U.S., I think it's headed towards that. I think I'm going to be involved. Like, I'm going to see a lot of that, but I don't think it's going to be like everybody is a complete zombie and there's, we're all putting microchips in our brains and our bodies and shit. I don't think we're quite going to be at that state, but like completely like brave new world. I don't know. I mean, the end of the century, maybe sooner. I think a lot of times in the truth community, we tend to predict things to happen too soon, a lot sooner than they really happen. I think a lot of like stuff is put out there to trick us, to make us predict things that don't happen or don't happen for decades. And it discredits the truth community. It discredits conspiracy theories. Because I'm always thinking about what are they doing to trick us, and trick us conspiracy people, not just the normies, not just the regular people, but the conspiracy people. They're always trying to trick. They're always tricking us too. These standard, kind of your standard conspiracy channel is most likely a shill channel that is pushing a lot of nonsense to make us look stupid, look dumb. So I used to sort of believe all that stuff in the beginning, but over the years, I realize that they lie too, and they're caught in lies, and there's some brave people that call them out and expose them. So fortunate for that. Life is amazing. I like how you have the satanic thunderbolts there. Life is amazing. I know you. Life is amazing. I know who you are. I don't know if I know who you are exactly, but I've seen you comment before, and I don't know. It was maybe questionable. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. Oh, you've got a lot of subs, huh? You got 1,000 subs. But you're a TSM fan. That's cool. What's up with asking me all these questions about, praising TSM? I mean, I just speak the truth, man. There's things that I agreed with, and I was brave enough to come out and defend when I need to defend and speak the truth when other people were against me, and then I speak the truth that may go against that later on. And then people hate me for that too. So I'm here for the truth. I'm not here to be on one side or another side and anything like that. I really don't mind any of the criticism. I just don't like evil, and I don't like when evil gets away with things. So that's my weakness, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how many Zog how many accounts he may have. I did catch him in my live stream, my first one, using a sock account. So he might be here right now. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But I'll tell you, it's very easy to find out if he is here. He makes it pretty obvious. He's not really fooling many people with that because he's just going to say the same kind of stuff. So I know what to look out for. So if I start hearing that shit, then I'm going to, then just anybody here, forgive me if I'm a little skeptical of you for asking a certain question, because, I do have trolls. It took like 3 years to get some trolls, but now I have trolls on my channel pretty often now. And that's the thing about YouTube. I used to watch YouTube for a long time. Other people do videos, and I couldn't understand why they would do what they did, and, the decisions they would make, and making a YouTube channel and putting yourself out there. It helps you really learn, why people do what they do on YouTube. Because it might seem like some things that I do might not be right. It might not seem right. Like I do private videos from time to time. I used to never do that, never private anything, but then you learn over years, a few years, you learn like, that, hey, maybe I should private that video because of X reason, and because people often perceive things incorrectly. So yeah, if I'm shouting out somebody and I'm positive about somebody and I do videos and then that changes, I'm going to take those videos down. I'm not going to keep videos up supporting somebody that I don't support. So I'm going to change things sometimes. Also, like a lot of YouTubers, they seem very paranoid about trolls. And I didn't really understand that too much until I made a channel and I get trolls. And now I can understand why some YouTubers get paranoid about trolls. Sometimes you just don't know until you're in the situation. Let's see here. 18:42 p.m. What's that? 6:42? I don't know. My military time isn't very good. No, it's 6:42, right? Yeah. So that's not too late. Who I am? Who do you think No, I just knew. Oh yeah. So Life is Amazing. I just checked out your channel. I just looked at the other day. So I mean, you came up in my mind. I remembered you, but no, I don't know who you are personally. I don't know like what you look like or anything. I don't know your name. I know you have a channel. I couldn't remember what it was that I knew about. All right. Do you think it's actually worth calling out these truth or shills? Do I think it's worth it? Well, it depends. Yeah, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not. I think the longer the time goes, the less I think it's worth it, because it doesn't seem like enough people get it. But I know there's always some people out there that do get it. So, I mean, I'm doing it for them, I guess. But I just don't like seeing evil. I don't like seeing lies and deceptions and grifters. So my weakness is that I feel like I have to say something about it. So that might be a weakness. I don't know. I think there's worse things I could do with my time, because there are a lot of shills out there. Why not tell the truth about your nationality? What does that mean? See, Life is Amazing. You ask questions like this that just, that put me off. So why are you asking that question about me not telling the truth about my nationality? I'm going to bounce you in 2 seconds if you don't explain yourself right now. Why are you telling me that I'm not? Why are you asking me why I don't tell the truth about my nationality? And where did you get that from? That sounds like something someone else would say. Someone that I just mentioned earlier. I'm not going to put up with that kind of crap. I don't lie about my nationality, so why are you fucking lying? All right. Fucking stupid. My nationality. What do you think my fucking nationality is? I'm a fucking American. I'm from the United States of America. Are you talking about ethnicity? Is that what you're referring to? Because I'm an American, you piece of shit. Because it's a fucking stupid, because I never lied about my nationality. So why are you coming in here telling me I'm lying about my nationality, dude? Why I get triggered? Because I just fucking told you I have fucking trolls. And I think you might be one of them. Stupid shit. No, I'm from England, dude. Like, can't you tell? I'm from fucking India. So yeah. Kelvin Race 555. It is worth calling out Shills because Shills fucking lie, and I don't like liars. All right, bye. Life is amazing. See ya. You're gone. Yeah, because I remembered him because he was talking shit. He was talking shit on one of my videos in the past. And then I looked at his channel like, whoa, this guy's got 1,000 subs. And his videos are really stupid, to be honest with you. They don't look like they fucking teach anybody nothing. It ain't truth shit. It's bullshit. It's what it is. Bunch of fucking half-naked women on beaches. I guess they would be half-naked, right? Greetings, Bored Monkey. Man, the Bored Monkey is in the house. And now we got 8 people in here, so they all knew he showed up. So they're all coming in now, joining. Make sure you hit that like button, Bored Monkey. Don't be a lazy fuck. Oh, then someone left because some people don't like cursing. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, woo. Oh, you did. All right, number 5. Here we go. YouTube is going to push this out there. Everyone's going to see it. But I was saying earlier, I don't like to tell people to hit the like button. But it does help, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. The way YouTube works is very confusing. Can't seem to figure it out. But that's okay. So out of the 8 people in here, like I said, I don't have an agenda. I really feed off the energy in the chat and what people say and questions. So if you have any questions at all or any comments, I would love to hear it. This is not just about me, and it's about all of us. I know there are some people that ask questions that I have to question myself. Why are you asking that question? But that's all right. Oh, yeah. Watch Jake's breakdown. Yeah, it was pretty good. Anybody in here a Jake the Awake fan? I'm not a fan. I used to be a fan of Jake the Awake, formerly Jake the Asshole, but he's just too money driven now. I know he has to make a living, but he focuses mostly on the NFL rigged, and that's not what I'm interested in. I used to be a huge NFL fan, so I do appreciate the content. I used to watch some of it, but man, after 4 years, like, come on, we get it. The NFL's rigged, man. Let's talk about the reality. Let's talk about why everyone's so crazy and what can we do about it. Let's get some solutions. Which, is there a solution? I've never heard any great solutions other than really working on yourself so that you can be a strongest version of yourself and you don't go crazy from this shit. Well, Bored Monkey, I don't think it was lacking. I don't know. We're just seeing 2 different things, and that's fine. I thought it was pretty good. Because the thing is, like, I don't know, maybe a lot of like our perception of truth and information, a lot of it is just based on who we followed, what we've read, what sources we've had, because we have different sources. So like I see things differently. It's based off of my life experience. It's based off of my probably like just my genetics, how I see things. And also it's based off of the information that I've put in my head over the past 10 years. And your information is different from my information, so we see things differently. But it's great to see that you disagree with me on that, because it makes me look at it from a different angle. And maybe you're right. I'll tell you, I watched the stream of that guy last night, most of it, that one you sent me, and it was, yeah, he's very genuine. He does, but I can be genuine too. I can be lying and be super genuine. I can be telling the truth and seem completely like I'm lying. So I have the abilities to do that. I can talk about, I can pretend that liberal policies in America are the way, and we should be a socialist country. I could totally pretend to be someone like that. It's hard, but I got to get myself in that channel. I got to channel that energy. Oh yeah, he cherry picked. That's what it is. He cherry picked one video where FFE made a weird call and ignored the other 100 bits. Well, here's the thing, Board Monkey. Do you think the sun, when it sets, do you think that it goes down and gets bigger, or does it go far away from you and turn into a little pinprick? What do you think? And do you think that there is a circling sun over the earth and moon, and it's just circling at the equator over us? Because those are two things that FFE does believe. And it could be one of two things. He could just be a bad researcher, or he could be a shill. FFE is fittest flat earther. Fittest flat earther, or the fittest flat earther. He is pretty fit. He's been going to the gym his whole life, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. And he is like the new flat earth, one of the newer flat earth shills, but he stopped talking about flat earth a long time ago. And now he talks about celebrities and how they change roles. They play different characters. Seems like a nice guy, but I think he's he's a plant. I think he's here to muddy the waters. I think he's here to crap all over the idea that celebrities play different people. Because I could see somebody watching his channel, kind of maybe a newbie, I don't know, like a new truther, and then telling their parents, this guy's playing that guy, and it could be totally crazy. And the parents are like, dude, you're crazy, your family ostracizes you. But I could be wrong. You never know. But why does he always wear that hat? He's always wearing a hat indoors. I don't know what you guys think, but I think if you're wearing a hat indoors like that, you're insecure about what's on top of your head, You're insecure about your hairstyle. You're insecure. Maybe you're losing hair. There's no reason to wear a hat indoors in Florida unless you're promoting something. Like I think he's promoting something with that hat. It's like some .com website thing. It's just weird anyway, even if you're wearing a hat that's blank. Why are you wearing a hat indoors in Florida? Man, you got the AC cranked all the way up? Is that what's going on? Damn, I shouldn't have let Life is Amazing go because he was like commenting so much. Now it's just getting boring. See, that's what I like about trolls. They keep the chat alive. I don't know, but I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to just talk about some truth and some shit. And that's it. That's what I'm here for. I didn't really know what I don't really know what I want to talk about specifically because I have so many things on my mind. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We've talked a lot about FFE already. I mean, people want to check out his channel. You know, I'll send you guys a link, you know, to his channel. You guys can, you know, check him out. I do actually agree with a lot of what he says. I do. You know, but I just don't know. He's got over 100,000 subscribers. And that's in less than 2 years. I mean, he's been doing YouTube for a little over 2 years, but he got there like under 2 years. You know, and like, you know, I don't do this channel full time, so it's not a good comparison. And I'm not putting a ton of effort into my videos, like with thumbnails and shit, but I got 380 subs in over 3 years. So obviously YouTube, they don't want, you know, he's got 112,000. So whatever he's talking about, they want that out there. I heard that his TikTok channel he has like 800,000 followers. I don't know any real people that are getting that much attention, that many views that are legit. I don't know. And it's not just that. I mean, the guy's saying that Prince, who's playing a new character now, I don't know the name. I don't keep up with the celebs that much. I forgot the name, but Prince is playing someone else, and that guy is 10 inches taller than Prince, and he says he's wearing stilts. He's wearing stilts. Oh man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And there's like what's his name? Let me look up his name. That guy, he's a country singer. His last name is Walden. Is it Morgan Walden? Morgan Walden. Is that his name? I'm Googling it. Yes, Morgan Walden. He says that Dale Earnhardt is Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen. That Dale Earnhardt, born in 1951, is Morgan Wallen. So when Morgan was a child in the 90s, were they still the same person? Was Dale Earnhardt still Morgan Wallen at the same time when Morgan Wallen was growing up? Or was like Morgan Wallen like an NPC body, and then Dale Earnhardt mysteriously died or allegedly died, and then he slipped into Morgan's body? Is that what happened? I don't understand it. Teach me. Maybe he didn't. Oh, come on, maybe. But why would he even mention it? If you're a shapeshifter, you should be able to shapeshift into anything at any time. So him even bringing up stilts, that's what's confusing about it. That he even would bring that up in the first place. Because shapeshifters can shapeshift into anything. So he should have been like, well, duh. I know they're 10 inches apart in height, but shapeshifters can shapeshift into any age, any height, weight, male, female. It doesn't matter. But here's the thing, Board Monkey. I do trust your opinion, and I do appreciate it. And you're definitely a truth speaker, one of the top. So on all of YouTube. So much respect. But now you're going to kill me. You're going to make me look into this deeper, watch more FFE videos, and you know I'm going to see if there's something I'm missing, man. So now you're just going to waste my next month because I'm like, fuck, I thought I had it all figured out. But then, you know, Board Monkey said this, and I'm like, oh, now I got to look into this because he's usually right. So what the fuck? But that's all right. I'll tell you, you know, anybody who's like, anyone out there who's just like, I know all the truth, I know everything, and follow me. I mean, they don't know the truth. They're a cult leader. He was genuine, yes, but and then I mentioned to Board Monkey that Tony Sayers is also genuine. He comes off as genuine to me as well, but then Board Monkey said, "Oh, not at all, not you know." It's like, so we just see it differently. That's all. But the thing is, I can act genuine and be lying. I can do that. No, yeah, okay. So at least you admit he is, because he's more genuine than like FCR, right? I think he's more genuine than Howdy McCoskey. Yeah, Tyler seems very genuine. I think he's just chill. He works out a lot. He's probably low stress, you know? He's just got that mentality. He used to be a teacher, so he's just not like all stressed out, so he can just be kind of chill. And all right, well, there are 5 people currently viewing right now. Would love to see a question, a comment about something. It can have to do with it could be FFE, it could be other shills or questionable people. It could be what you think the future is going to be like. It could be what you think about the soul trap theory. What do you think about entities and NPCs or anything like that? I don't know. I don't know. Other than AI slop, I don't think anything's really breaking at the moment. There's a lot of videos, lots of vids of female teachers screwing their students. Have you seen that? There's been a lot of that lately. Yep. Well, that's a good question, Kelvin Grace. Do you think it's even possible for us to attain the full truth of this place? I don't know. I know that's not the answer you were looking for, but I'd like to think so. I don't think so. I don't think until we're out of this place can we even come close to that. Because I don't know, where would it be? I think the only truth is it's really from within, and I know that's kind of like oversaid, like that the truth is from within, and it's boring because I like to think and I like to look at the external world for answers, but it could all be inside. I think if we're looking I think personally, if we're looking to external things, our environment for the answer, our external environment, then I don't think we can find the truth in this place, the full truth. But I think if we look within, maybe we can. I think it's like, what do we know? I know I exist. I know that I am a spirit, an eternal spirit. That's all I know. I mean, I know more, but I know that. Okay, so let's go from there. What else do we know, right? Oh, hey, Leslie. Hope you're doing well. I don't know why you tagged Open Your Reality thinking he's going to actually respond to you. I mean, maybe he has. Has he responded to you? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think any of those guys who've got over 100,000 subs are responding to us little people, that often. But yeah, there's been a lot of crap on YouTube lately. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of like the female teachers, messing around with their students. It's like every other day there's a video about it. Cause I click on one or two and I watch them. And then I don't know if I'm just getting fed with all this females screwing their students videos, or if it's actually like they're pushing that stuff out. But that was never something that I heard of 10 years ago, 5 years ago. When I was a kid, the last thing you ever wanted to do was be around your teacher, outside of class. That was the most awkward thing. It didn't matter if your teacher was good looking or not. Although on these news stories, these teachers all are super attractive. I mean, it depends on your taste, but way more attractive than the teachers when I was a kid. And they're all screwing their students, throwing their entire life away for some like pimple face 15-year-old kid. Come on. Spirit is formless, forms, and soulless, not yet responsive. Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not responding. I don't think he's in this for the truth, Leslie. I think you know that, and I think that's why you question him. Spirit is formless. Well, I don't care what you call it, whatever it is, I am something. Okay, I exist. You can't take that away from me. I exist. I don't know what if you want to call it a spirit, a soul, whatever, essence, energy. It's something and it exists. I know I exist. So that's a truth. Boom, truth number 1. I exist. I hope you exist too. So we all know that. So we do know some truth. We know that we exist. And I also know that whatever, for the most part, whatever I put into my mind is how I see the world, or how I react to the world, or how I feel about things, at least. My feelings are directly associated with the thoughts in my mind. Yeah. I know you're not saying we don't exist. But I think certain things get really confusing for me and I just don't understand it. It's just too much. It's just so overwhelming, all this stuff, I think another thing that's, is true is that if I am polite to people, if I am kind to people, okay, if I live my life as morally as I can, people tend to react more positively to me. I don't know if that's everyone else's experience, but that's how it is for me. Things seem to go a little easier for me if I'm kind, compassionate, and empathetic, caring. Well, how about a question for you guys? What do you think? Do you guys think that that the world was always this way? Do you think it was hijacked? Or do you think that it's just this is a torture chamber that somehow we got here? We don't know why, but we got here, and it's a torture chamber. It's a hell. Not everything's hell, though, but a lot of it is. What did this change? Was it good at one point? Because I really want to know. I mean, I have my opinion. I want to hear other people's opinions. Has it always been like shitty like this, or was there ever a time that we just floated around in our spirit body here, or we could go in and out of body, or we didn't have to eat anything? We didn't have to eat. We didn't feel tons of pain if we, damaged ourselves enough. I mean, because I don't want to come back here if it's going to be like this, and I don't know if I'm going to trust whatever is luring me in here, even if that's my own conscience. I'm done with this place. I've had enough. I'm going to do the best I can, but I want to go somewhere else where, I don't know, I can be permanently stoned. Twisted Reality Life says it's always been bad, but much worse now, especially with more awareness. Yeah, I agree. I think it's been bad, and more awareness is true. But I do think things have gotten worse in the last few decades where even the normies understand that, but they don't really like to focus on it too much because there's something when you're a normie, like I used to be, there's something very scary about thinking about things that don't make sense, don't add up, and don't seem moral. And it's just scary to think that things are worse. Like people automatically want to think a little more positive about it just so they can get through their life. We are held in a forcefully. Well, that sounds promising. I think a heaven existed at one point. Well, that this was a heaven or there was a heaven? I think the Tartaria old world being a peaceful reality is BS as well. Yeah, Tartaria, I know. Who knows? And the thing is, guys, I don't know if you guys are a believer in the Mandela effect, but I am. And now anything that's like history or whatever, it's just like, how do you know that wasn't just a Mandela effect? I mean, it just screws everything. Because guess what, guys? It don't matter. The history doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters. What really matters is like the here and now and the quote present moment. And it's about you and your realization of who you are, your essence and what that is, and connecting with it. That's what really matters. It's not so much like, oh, Tartaria or what were they doing back then? Was there free energy or not? I think this is hell for sure. Just not the way you would see it in a Hollywood movie exactly. It's more mysterious, more secretive. Yeah, I think we all have a friend or a family member, who gets kind of a little bit, put off by the topics we talk about. And well, because I get this, like if I speak to for my father or tell him something, some truth or whatever, he'll just say like, well, who cares? I don't care. Why does it matter? Does anyone say that? Like, I don't care. Who cares if JFK faked his death, Yeah, the Mandela effect to me just proves that it's a fluid reality, and yeah, things can change at any time. It gives you hope though, because it's like I think about I don't know, it's like it gives me hope in regards to maybe there's some changes in the body that I've heard of too, like the kidneys moved, the heart moved, maybe. But it's always like I don't, if let's say you have like a physical ailment or something, you could, I don't know, in some way, it's like the Mandela effect doesn't hurt. Maybe it'll change something in your body where you can overcome that ailment. I don't know, but I do get upset, not upset, but disappointed in some of the changes because a lot of the changes in the Mandela with the Mandela effect, I think change for the worse. Not change for the better. Yeah. And so Johnny Boy Beatbox, yeah, it is. So like what you said kind of reminded me of like how it's kind of like the way they describe hell in movies or in literature is so like extreme, exaggerated. So it makes when you think of this, when you tell somebody, a normal person or an NPC, that this is hell, they instantly will deny it because it's not fire and devils with pitchforks and just eternal inferno. But it still can be hell because of the mind and what it does to the mind and what it does to people's bodies as well. um It's just like a very messed up like horror movie that's like very suspenseful and just very mysterious and creepy. It's like a creepy horror movie uh, for the average person, but for like some people, it's real actual hell. And I haven't experienced too much real hell in my life like some people have. Like I've never like ran away from somebody who had an axe in their hand running after me or a chainsaw. So I don't know. Do those things even really happen? I don't know. Or do they happen to like real spirits? I don't know. Are they just NPCs so we can see people get, go through all this trauma? Yeah, it gives hope that reality. It's just like reality isn't like real. Like it's real because we're here. It is real, but it's not real. It's a overlay. It's a projection. It's some sort of like if you put on a VR headset, it's like that. And then I know when my body goes on, expires, I know that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I remember this. Wow, I can't believe I forgot. Why did the Mandela effect only change such unimportant random things? I don't agree with that. One thing, for instance, is if the Mandela effect was like changing really important things, then it would be way too obvious. And then everybody would notice it. I don't think it wants everyone to notice it. But it's not just unimportant. I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by unimportant. It's you're right. It's not like it doesn't change your life, right? But I mean, if your heart moved from the left to the center of your chest, I think that's important in a way. I think if South America on a map, it moved like 1,500 miles east, I think that's big. That's something to take notice of, but it's not important to our lives. No. So if it was important, what would that be? Like I wake up tomorrow and let's say my goal, my dream was to be an NBA basketball player, and it's my dream. And I wake up the next morning and now I'm 6'8" and I can dunk a basketball over anyone's head. Would that be an important Mandela effect change? If I could eat Krispy Kremes all day long and lose weight and be extremely healthy, would that be an important change? Yeah, it would. So I guess it depends on our definition of important, how impactful it is on our lives, our experience. Yeah, well, yeah, mine feels in the so when my heart pumps really hard, when I'm doing some crazy fucking amphetamines. I'm just kidding. If I go for a jog or something and my heart is pumping really, really hard, I feel it in the center of my chest. I don't feel it on the left anymore. But I do have sensations on my left side and my right side of my chest, like if I have heartburn or something, left and right. I don't think that's my heart, though. I think my heart is in the center. But who knows? I when I was a kid, I always thought it was like center left, not left, not center left. So I'm not 100% on that one. I'm not 100% on that Mandela effect. I am on many, but not that one. There's many screens that they want all to see, like anywhere here, that they hide in plain sight. The perceptions are dumbed down for most, especially those of mind. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of things hidden in plain sight for sure. I had one on my mind just a second ago, but I forgot it. But if it comes back to me, I'll let you know. But oh, yep. Do you guys use like ChatGPT and mess around with that shit ever and look up stuff? And I think Bored Monkey, you shared a post once about that, something to do with that with Jesus. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube. When I started my truth journey, YouTube, you could look up anything. You could look up flat earth and it would come right up, like good videos or whatever. Like you could do that. And then what I noticed, at least here in the US, so when Trump was elected president in the US in 2016, that's when like all the censorship came, like really hardcore censorship. They started censoring the Twitter stuff and then the YouTube stuff. Thanks, Trump. I appreciate it. Like, it's just, they used him as an example, So, oh, we can't have the president saying these horrific things, and we're not going to let the president do that. So they like fake censor him, and then they censor us, make an excuse to censor us. Oh, twist. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good advice, Board Monkey. Yeah. I would love to just, be able to search for things better. It's frustrating, and then you get new truth seekers and they don't know like the basic stuff because it's just not there anymore. All right, I want to ask the chat right now. We got 7 people in here. I want to get a couple people at least. What is your go-to Soul Trap channel right now? What is your number one Soul Trap channel? What is the best Soul Trap channel out there? If I was one to go research the Soul Trap, which one would you recommend? Well, Johnny Boy Beatbox, that's a good answer right there. Yep, Board Monkey too. You guys read my mind. Awesome. I was gonna ban anyone who brought up. I'm just kidding. I used to like Chris, but even he is repetitive now. Yeah. I mean, I never was a fan of Christopher Sedaris, but sometimes I do find his videos, his lives pretty entertaining. He does make me laugh sometimes. But yeah, recently they're getting very repetitive, I think. And it's like he has nothing positive to say. It's all negative stuff, Negative. It's just, man, come on. It's not all negative. And what about you? I mean, if this place is so negative, which it is, but not everything, but if this place is so negative, well, why can't you be that light that shines through the dark night, Be that light that shines through the darkness. Why don't you find pleasure from within and share that with your audience and not sharing just your darkness with your audience, because then your audience gets influenced by that. And sometimes people need to have somebody encourage them to think differently, encourage them to be happier, be more positive than they are, and see things glass half full. And he just doesn't do that. He really double downs on that this is a hell realm. I understand it is, but we are powerful, eternal beings, and us being consumed by it, the darkness, is not the right direction we should be going in my opinion. If we are powerful beings, we need to overcome that. Yeah, Wayne Bush, he's just always reading off a screen, and I wish he would just stop reading off the screen and just talk candidly. Then I might like Wayne a little bit better. And I'm also, I see Soul Trap as a psyop. So that's what he pushes. So, he's definitely an X for me. I hate using this type of analogy, but I feel like all these truth topics, these conspiracies, like you can think of it as like each one is a square or a box with a label on it. And all these boxes, these square, let's say it's a square with a label, like a square with Soul Trap label, New Age label, religious, Christian label. Think of all these boxes, which are in these boxes is all these conspiracies. And these boxes are separated. There's space between these boxes. I think the truth is the space between the boxes. It's not each individual box. There's no one box that is the truth. The truth is the space. It's in the cracks. When you're walking down the road and the road hasn't been paved in a while and you see those cracks, those seams in the road, that's where the truth is. That's what I think. I think the truth is not where they put your eyes on. The truth is not when it comes to these channels. The truth isn't out there like that. It's the small channels that it's a channel with a couple hundred subs that gives you a little bit of truth, a little tip here. And it's like, that's true. It could be a channel that has millions of subs and they give you a little bit of truth. And we got to put it all together. There's no one channel. There's no one topic that's like, boom, this is the truth. And the Soul Trap is very dogmatic. That they think that that's it. There's no other option. I think there's some truth in everything. It's very complex. I don't think it's so simple. All right, got a few comments here that I want to look at. Yeah, psyop for sure. It gets you nowhere but a loop. Yeah, it sucks too. It doesn't promote being a good person. It doesn't promote positivity. It doesn't promote good health habits. It promotes weakness. It promotes being a victim. It promotes saying, I don't need to do anything. This place is hell. I didn't choose to come here. And, it's not my fault. And, it just promotes depression. It's like it's feeding the mental, it's feeding the mental health institutions, Even call for an uprising isn't as bad as the crap you see. You know what? I'm actually a call for an uprising. So you're talking to him right now. I can't stand that channel, Call for an Uprising. Ugh. I'd rather listen to Russian Vids, RV Truth, They Live Truth, all the same guy. I'd rather listen to that Ben Lyashenko guy all day long than Call for an Uprising. Now, they've been compared to each other. People think they're the same person. They're not the same person. That's just stupid. Just stupid. This person's that person. Sometimes that is the case, but they don't sound anything alike. They don't have the same cadence. They're completely different. And it's just so dumb. Like, what is with these trolls? Like Aaron Haywood. I mean, what a troll. He's like saying, I'm a call for an uprising. It's like so stupid, dude. So dumb. Just like anyone who calls me an agent is stupid. It's just stupid. I'm the worst fucking agent on earth. I guess I'm getting paid to just have a channel with 380 subs in 3 years. and stumble over my words and say and like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, look at me, I'm an agent. Oh, I'm doing a great job. No, like, they don't pay for agents that are shitty as I am. I'd be a shit agent. It's not a soul trap through. Well, good. I like that you said that, Leslie. It's a degradation system. It is. It can be. It can be both. Our bodies degrade, Leslie, but our spirits can grow. They can get stronger. Yes, all beings of origins are held in containment. Most aren't awake to remember they have a soul being formed as light body that no one loves. Yeah, I can't deny that. Maybe this is wishful thinking, but I think this will end within our lifetime. I don't think so, Johnny Boy Beatbox. I don't think so. A lot of people have said that. I just don't agree. I think there's nothing new under the sun. I think it's just going to keep going and going and going. And, and I'm not going to be able to get out of this place unless through death. I mean, that's what I think. People have been saying the world's coming to an end for hundreds of years, thousands of years, if you believe that. I mean, I hope you're right in a way. I definitely hope you're right, Johnny Boy Beatbox, but that's not exactly how I see it right now. Tricked by the light. Well, imagine if going into the light was a good thing and they're telling us to not go into the light. You really got to use your discernment. In Poltergeist, the movie Poltergeist, what did they say in that movie? Not to go into the light. They might be telling the truth there. I don't know. Or maybe we do go into the light. I'm not going anywhere. How about that? I ain't going to no light. None of that shit. I need to get my bearings. I need to know what's going on. I need to look at my environment. Just be aware of things. I'm not going to rush into anything. And I'm going to do a lot of learning between now and the day that, that I'm no longer, so that I can get more information, or at least get more closer to where I need to be spiritually in order to gain that freedom. I need to take that time to do that. Richie from Boston. Yeah, that guy is, oh man, if I could do his voice impression, that'd be so cool. Like a voice impression of him. But he's, the only thing I like about him is that he's from Boston. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, we snuck onto yeah. We snuck onto Epstein Island. You know who said that? Jeff Berwick from Canada. Jeff Berwick said that he went to Epstein Island. Give me a break. That's a crypto shill right there. Well, the thing is, Leslie, I feel like all my memories, all the answers are somewhere deep inside my memory bank. I don't know. I think that when I was like a baby, I kind of knew what was going on. I just was in a baby's body. Like, I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't tell anybody. I kind of knew what was going on, but I forgot over time. I had amnesia. And I feel like I spent most of my time as a baby out of body. And then if I had to go, do business, in the diaper or whatever, then I would go back into the body, or if I got hungry, I'd go back into the body. Every time the body would need something, I'd go back into the body, so, because I do remember being out of body when I was a baby. I don't know if it was all the time, but I do remember a couple times. Well, I got to find out who's in my soul group. I'm not sure how I find that out. Anyone with a good heart and common sense is in my soul group. Yeah, but then you think FFE is legit, man. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't have a good heart, but maybe you're a deceiver, board monkey. Maybe you're just, you're trying to get me to believe, that, shills are real. And I don't know, man. Maybe you're playing this nice guy character, being the nice guy, So I'm just messing with you. Oh man, you guys should go. You and Tyler should go sun gazing sometime together. I'd love to see that. You guys can go sun gazing together. Dude, I don't know. I think you're gonna tell me in like a couple weeks that guy's a shill, man. You're gonna be like, oh, you're right. I looked into him deeper and more deeply, and yeah, he is a shill, dude. You're definitely gonna agree with me. There's not like one fiber in my body that's like says that he's not, because for so many reasons. But dude, like, who do you know that's a real one that has 112,000 subs on YouTube? And he just so happens to push the wrong, like the fake flat earth model, one that's been debunked. And then he pushes, I don't know, I think some questionable connections between these celebrities. He also pushes the biblical flat earth. So he's making a lot of assumptions, like almost like he's copying. He's basically ripping off Russian vids. He's ripping off a little bit from Dearth, Eric Dubay. I mean, he's just ripping off the flat earth granddads, the flat earth cult from the last decade, old news. It's old stuff he's pushing. Is old news. This stuff has been updated. There's new information about flat earth, and he's not up to date with it. So his research sucks. So I really don't have, even if he's real, I don't have a lot of respect for his research. I just had to say that. I think it's a big red flag that he has 112 subscribers and 900,000 people following him on TikTok. I think that's a red flag to me. I also think that his necklace with the barbell thing was also a red flag. Soul groups are not hooked into the system, and they are 100% aware, conscious, and sentient. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I am conscious. I am a real one, 100% through and through. I'm not going to be like Tyler, who almost every live stream has to tell people that he's real. He's like, I'm not deceiving you. I'm not a deceiver. I just care about the truth. I care about sharing truth. I'm not a deceiver. I don't know. I think agents usually they're just like, I'm not an agent. I'm not a deceiver. I'm not this. I'm not that. Why would they need to say it if they're not, Fair enough, although he's the first to show Donnie being Lucy in Dogs in the Stars. Yeah, I just don't know what the importance of the stars looking like there's dogs in them. I don't see what's that important, There's not enough. I don't know. There's not enough of FFE to convince me that he's legit. No one gets out of here without their soul group because they have the ability to unplug anybody who has acclimated to their original self. Well, like I said, I got to find my soul group, I guess. But I hope you guys do too. It's just, man, I hope we all can be all right. Well, yeah, it'd be hard to find them in this world. Yeah. So the other thing is, I'll think that you guys are in my soul group, and then someone will say, "Oh, FFE is legit," and I'll be like, "All right, you're not my soul group anymore," because we don't. It's like some stupid. It would be like some stupid disagreement, like um, oh, the Earth is a globe, because some people think the Earth's still a globe. Some think it's whatever, but like they think it's like crater Earth, right? So I might be like, hey, I don't know what the Earth is. I don't think it's a globe. I don't think it's crater Earth. But the guy he's like the guy or gal that's just so like seems so legit and has a good heart. She's like, the Earth is. I think she'll be like, the Earth's a crater on the moon, and I'll be like, oh, fuck that person. You know what I mean? That's just my personality, and I need to work on that. But man, I just don't like. I don't like disagreeing, especially if I'm so passionate about something. I would just get paranoid, like, oh, that person's a shill, or some evil entity is trying to get me off the right path, by telling me that I'm living in a crater Earth or something. But yeah, Board Monkey, if you want to please, I don't know, if you want to send me that link, please, in a different way, not on the phone, because my phone, I don't, if you could, do you have the thing here? Let's see. Oh, I'm not good at technology, man. I'm really bad at technology. I can do it with them. I don't want to go on my phone though. I don't want to have to email it to myself. I got too much going on. So if you could send it to me and somewhere where I can access it through my computer, like Telegram or something, that would be great, man. That'd be awesome. The idea of a soul group seems outdated to me, but I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about the soul group. I'm more in the I don't trust anybody phase. Probably because of the soul trap. But I think that was the best thing about the soul trap experience, was to not trust other things, and not trust entities. If you are, if there are entities, that you come across, don't be trusting these things. They could be very deceptive, and they could be manipulating you. And so, cool. I might be wrapping this up pretty soon here. I appreciate all you guys. This is great. 8 likes too. This is the most likes I've ever had on a live stream. So that really means a lot. But I'm definitely open to, 1 or 2 more questions if someone's in, 5 people in here. I noticed that Leslie doesn't like to ask questions. She just likes to tell me what's up, but that's okay. I'm just messing with you, Leslie. I do think I do appreciate Leslie. I appreciate her channel as well. She seems to have a kind heart, and that's the important thing right now for me. So, but yeah, if anybody has any questions or any topic, that they want to bring up, and I might have a few more minutes here, but this was definitely a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. And I didn't have that many trolls, so that was good. I think when I go live at night, that's when the trolls come out. So this is a little bit earlier in the day where I'm at, so not so bad. If this is a realm of duality, do you think a realm of polarity could exist? Polarity. Let me Google what polarity means, because I think of it as like polarity is in like opposites. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Because I think of duality as being similar to polarity. I wasn't the best student in school, but I like looking up words even if I feel like I know what the word means. Words have like some words can be similar but have like slightly different definitions. So I find myself looking up words a lot, but I think a realm of polarity could exist, like opposites. I think any realm could exist. I mean, I think anything, unlimited possibilities could definitely exist for sure. So yeah, I mean, yeah, man, 100%. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I think it's like I want to believe that we can create any reality that we want. I think we could possibly create that kind of reality. I do. I think we can do any of that stuff. So I definitely think that stuff exists, but I can't confirm it. I definitely don't think that everything is just here and what we experience, in this realm, in this matrix, if you will. Yeah, I agree with that, Leslie, for sure. Now we got 10 people in here now. Just when I was about to leave, the whole party starts. I appreciate that. A lot of awesome people in here today. And that's the way I want it to be. I want it to be like, collaborative, not just me. I have things I can talk about, but I like talking about what you guys want to talk about. So, but I will be leaving pretty soon, especially if there's not more activity in the chat. Because I do like to answer questions or just, hear comments. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. I don't know why I can't. It's weird. That's funny. There we go. That's funny, huh? The negative entities play both sides. They will be gods or demons. They could be gods or demons. Yes. So I'm going to be going over to another live stream. I think it's starting about right now. I don't even know if I think it's going to be on Board Monkey's channel, I believe. I'm just trying to get it like set up now. So we were supposed to go live today, but I'm not technically inclined, but I'm going to be, I think, on Board Monkey's channel, going over there. So I'll see you guys over there. Thank you so much, everybody, Johnny Boy Beatbox and Leslie and all the rest. So you guys enjoy yourselves, and we're gonna do this again soon. Have a great one. Cool. Maybe, Leslie. We'll see you guys later.